What's up, dudes and dudettes? Raleigh, thanks for having me. Let's talk about dangers to aquatic pets. Let's go. So, the other day, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, Kevin Pitts. We were talking about the misconceptions that everybody has when it comes to an aquarium. You hear all the time that I have to wait for my aquarium to be cycled. And I want to put fish, but I have to wait for it to be cycled. Well, it's true, but at the same sense, you have to look at it as you're waiting for your aquarium to start cycling, because it never actually stops cycling. You're going to go through a cycle the whole time that it is running. Now, when you feed your fish, you're adding food for the fish, and you're also adding food for other organisms in your aquarium. So with that said, watch how much food that you feed your aquarium. Watch how much light that you give your aquarium. Watch all those things. Keep your aquarium on a certain schedule. Make sure that you have the lights set right. You don't have them on too long. Make sure that you feed about the same amount of food every day or whenever you do feed them. Make sure that you do your water changes correctly and almost the exact amount every time, to where you keep that cycle going. Because if anything is off at all, you can increase the ammonia intake, which will break everything back down into a nitrate, which will cause the algae to grow even more. It's actually quite simple. So the more food that you feed, and you feed everything, you're not just feeding the fish. When you put food in here, you're feeding the algae, you're feeding the bacteria, you're feeding the fish. Okay? You have to understand that. Now, the moment that you add too much food, it creates nitrates, because the food breaks down into ammonia, which ammonia breaks down into nitrites, and your beneficial bacteria breaks that down to a nitrate, which the nitrates are taken in from the algae. Now, if you get too much algae in there and you get too much nitrates from that, you're going to end up breaking it down the entire oxygen level. So you have to rake it out. You have to figure out how to take that out of your system, whether it is physical or mechanical, chemical, whichever way. Now, blacking out your aquarium, you hear people say blacking it out. Well, if you do not do a water change and add more oxygen in there, when you're doing that, then you're going to increase the nitrite level as well, because then you have all of that dying. You have all of that organic matter dying in your aquarium, which is extremely harmful for the fish. Too much of that in there will kill everything. If you can manage to keep those in check, then you'll keep the ammonia and the nitrite levels in check in your aquarium, which will keep the algae from being dangerous for your aquatic pets. Thank you for the time. Everybody keep your fish safe and keep them happy.